Hey there, welcome to Tricky week number 2. I believe my microphone is on, so we're off to a better start. But if it's not, please tell me in the chat. Welcome to Tricky. This is the streaming show that plays trick takers, shedders, climbers. Hopefully, we can show you a game you haven't seen before. Today, we're going to show you 535. 535 is a brand new release today on Kickstarter from the Portland Game Collective of a previously Japanese-only release from Game Nowa in 2020. This is designed by Kenichi Kabuki with art by the fabulous Sai Beppu, and we're excited to show you this game today. So joining me today, myself, James, I'm also joined by Rob.
Hello.
And first time joined by Johnny, who is host of Train Shuffling and our strong competitor, Trick Talkers. Johnny, welcome to the show as well.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I just want to point out, unless you have some good lip readers, if your mic's off, I don't know if they're going to have heard you say to tell you.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right. I'll wave my hands like this. This is the signal for is my mic off? Then you better tell me. All right, so we're starting off. Nothing in the chat so far, so I'm going to assume we're good to go. Choo Choo Crew says it's on XD. Let's go, Joe. All right, let's teach 535. So 535 is a shedding game. So the goal is to get rid of all your cards. We are going to continue to play cards until one person runs out of cards, and then the other players at the table are going to take points equal to what's on their cards. So I'm going to just put some cards out on the table so we can kind of talk about the anatomy of the deck and the anatomy of the cards. So first of all, each card we're going to have 1 through 5 in 4 different sets of those. I struggle to use the word suit in this game because it's just 4 copies of 1 through 5. And then 4 copies of 7 through 9, and 4 copies of 11 through 15. So, as you can see from the name, 5, 3, 5. You got 1 through 5, 7 through 9, and 11 through 15. You're going to have 4 of each of those at 3 and 4 players. If you play 5 or 6 players, you'll have 5 of each of those. So today, we're going to have 4 of each of those in the deck. When you look at a card, you're going to see its value in the top and then a point value underneath it, which this 2 is worth 1 point. One of the changes the Portland Game Collective made is going from negative points to positive points. It's simply an easy decision that they made to make the game a little simpler to grasp for people. So you'll see negatives on here. We'll talk about them as positives. If somebody hits 20 points, that's going to be the end game trigger. So through the course of the game, we're going to continue to play cards until somebody gets to 20 points, and then that will trigger the end of the game, and whoever has the lowest points at that point wins the game. So how do we play 535? You are going to play 1 to 3 cards from your hand on every turn. You'll never play more than 3 cards, so 1 to 3 cards. Let's say I lead out a pair of 2s. So you can play a single, you can play a pair, you can play trips. There are also runs available, but we're going to start by talking about sets. So if I play a pair of 2s, the next player after me has a couple choices. They can either overplay it by playing a stronger pair on top of mine. Anytime you overplay, you need to play the same number of cards in the same style of meld. So if Rob wanted to play on top of this, he would have to play a pair of higher cards. So Rob, go ahead and play a pair if you've got one. And if not, sorry for your bad hand. So a pair of 9s on top. So when it comes to Johnny, he can continue doing exactly what Rob did. He can play a higher pair. Or if he has a 9 in hand, he can actually add it to this trick. So you're always going to either overplay or add to the meld. Johnny, do you happen to have a 9 for this teach?
I unfortunately don't. I could play a pair on top of that.
I have one, so I'm just going to throw it out there. So Johnny adds a 9, and now that pair has now turned into trips. So when it comes back to me, I can overplay with trips, or I could add yet another 9. I don't have a 9 to add to it, so I can't show you what would happen next. But let's say I added a 9. Oh, Rob's saving me. Rob adds a 9 for me. So I play the 4th 9. Anytime you play 4 of a kind, 4 of a kind has arrived on the board, that trick will automatically clear to the person who played that. So I would clear the trick. The other time a trick would clear is if all other players pass. So if these 9s were here and this 9 was in the deck and nobody could play trips on top of it, I would pass, Rob would pass. If Johnny had played the third 9, it would clear to him and he'd lead again. That's going to hold true for singles, doubles, and triples. You're trying to go up and climb up. Now, if we're playing a run, instead, you want lower cards. So if I lead out a 14-15, The best run you could play over the top of this is a 1-2. That's the strongest run, a 2-card run. You can play a 2-card or 3-card run, but remember, you'll never play 4 cards at the same time. So Rob has the same choice we talked about with sets. He could overplay this with a stronger run, which would be a lower run, or he could simply add a card to it, which in this case would be a 13. So now it's a 3-card run. Johnny could add a 12 to it if he wanted to, or he could, sorry, Johnny, go ahead, overplay it with a, oh, weird.
Oh, no.
There you go. He'll overplay it with a 1, 2, 3. So as it comes back to me, I cannot overplay it with a lower meld. Let's say instead, I'll make it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, like we said before on the sets, when it gets to 4 of a kind, it clears automatically. If a run ever gets to 5 in a row, it also clears automatically. So this would clear to me, and then I would lead out. And we just continue this way until somebody sheds all their cards. So let's talk a little more about the points that are on the cards. You'll see 1s have 3 points on them. 15s have 3 points on them because they're both great cards. And then 12s, 13s, and 14s and 11s also have 2 points on them. And then there's the 8s. 8s have 5 points on them. So they cost you a lot if you end up having this in your hand at the end. Now, 8s are special as well. Not only do they cost you a lot of points if you hold on to them, but they have a special power. What an 8 can do is you can overplay an 8, and if you do so, it will automatically clear the trick. So anytime you overplay an 8, so 12, 13, 14's out there, I'm going to play a smaller 3-card run of 7, 8, 9. That will automatically clear because I overplayed an 8. Straight away, it just clears, and I would lead again. If a 9 was out here and I added an 8 to the trick, so here's a 9, I'm going to make that into an 8-9 run. Again, I added an 8, it clears automatically. Bad button. Sorry. Sorry, 1 second. Almost made it. If you play an 8 by itself to lead out, it does not clear automatically. It just continues the normal chain of progression where somebody could then overplay on top of it or add a card to it. We're going to continue playing cards in this way until somebody sheds out. Then we're going to check the points in hand of the other players, and then we're going to deal again. The lead player of the next round will be the player currently in last place, and we'll continue doing this until somebody gets to 20 points, at which time we'll check and see who has the lowest number of points. Any question from my fellow players here?
Nope.
I think
it does say on the top here the two player variant is play to 20, but that's the standard rule for
this
the new version.
PCIO room is very outdated. I actually removed a bunch of stuff that was over here. They had some old player aid cards that had some accidental whoopsies on them. So this room is pretty outdated. I honestly don't know enough about updating these rooms to do anything more than what I did, which was strip away a couple things. So I wouldn't pay much attention up here, and I'm not 100% clear what's stuck in the new PGC version. It's on Kickstarter right now. I assume there's a rule book listed on there, so everyone could go check it out if they want to. And I highly encourage you to do that because I think this game is quite fun. So at 3 players... Oh, that's my new thing. Sorry if that was really loud. So we have a new follower, which jumped in and alerted me with that tricky. Hopefully everybody heard that, and hopefully it wasn't too loud. Testing it out. All right, here we go. 13 cards for each of us. 13 undealt at 3 players. So there's a lot of information that we don't know right now about the deck. I'll just go ahead and start us off. I'm going to play a 9. To you, Rob. Straight to a 15.
15.
What a bully.
All right. Let's see.
Ooh, wow.
So that's all 4 of them. So that'll clear it.
Yep.
Yep. So here's it. And then I lead the next one, right?
Correct.
Yep. All right. Let's see.
Thanks, Xander, linking the Kickstarter in the comments for everybody. What a guy. 3-3. I will overplay pair of fives.
I'll overplay with nines.
I pass.
I'll overplay 12s. And once you pass at the low player counts, you may not re-enter. So Johnny cannot re-enter if he gets the ability to tack on a card here coming up. At 5 players and higher, I believe the Portland Game Collective Edition says you can re-enter.
I'll add to it.
And Johnny's out, so it comes back to me.
Yep.
I'll play the 4th 12 to clear it. And then I'll just play a 2 to Rob.
I'll play a 1, 3, 4.
And yep, as you saw there, Rob kind of worked around the 2. You are allowed to do that. And then Johnny fills it up for the clear.
I'll add the 5. Yep.
Ryan Campbell, who is on the Kickstarter team for Portland Game Collective, said he kept the 2-player and 4-player variant, but they removed the 5-player variant from the final rules. Sorry, 2-player and 3-player variant, but did remove the 5-player you can re-enter rule from the final rules. So I'll overplay 11s.
Pass.
Thanks, Ryan, for jumping in, too. This is to you, Johnny.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I will add to it.
I will pass, so that'll clear to Johnny, because Rob has passed and I have passed.
Okay. You can do a 2-card run, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I will pass.
I will also pass.
Oh, yuck.
Oof.
Could be a short game if me and Rob are sitting on a bunch of 8s.
Guess I'll just play the 9.
All right, I'll play a 14.
I will play another 14.
I pass.
I also pass. It's yours, Rob.
Sevens.
Pass.
I'll overplay 13s.
13.
Come on, Rob. Johnny
Pass.
passes. I pass.
Sorry, Rob, you just played that?
Yep, just a 4.
I pass.
I will add a 4 to go out. So that's it.
Nice.
Johnny and Rob will both take points for whatever's on their card.
1.
Look at that. What a nice, gentle first round. So this will be a long game if that's the case. All right. So we reshuffle and redeal. Rob and Johnny are tied for last place. I'm going to be quite honest. I don't know what breaks that tie, so we're just going to pass the lead from me to Rob. So, Rob, you can lead out.
I will do a 2-card run.
And Ryan has mentioned in the chat that to answer Johnny's earlier question about the 2-player variant, normally you play 2 hands of 12 cards, and then the game's over after those 2 hands. So they added a variant where you actually continue to 20, which is the way I've played 2-player, and it is fabulous. Like, a lot of shedders, other than like Haggis, aren't big 2-player games for me, but this game I loved at 2 players when I played it with my wife and played a couple other times.
Nice. I have a question here. So when you overwrite a run, it has to be with lower
Correct.
run?
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't cheating here.
And so that'll clear.
So I'll do 7, 8.
Yep, because you played an 8 on top, it'll clear.
And we'll just go ahead and do a pair of 14s.
I'll just add a 14.
And I will
Ooh.
overplay.
Big boy.
I will pass.
I will add that fourth 15 and clear. And then I'll play. Let's do an 11, 12, 13.
I'll do 7, 8, 9.
And that'll clear.
Right.
And do a 3, 4, 5.
Let's see. I'll pass.
I will add the 1, 2 to clear it.
This round is not going well for me.
And then I'll lead a pair of 4s.
Pass.
That's a good
I
pass.
will overwrite.
We didn't want Rob
pair
to
of
just
fives.
drop out here. And I'll add a third 5.
I will pass.
And that'll clear to me. I'll go 2 9s. To Rob.
Rob,
Oh, sorry, that's to me. Pass. Sorry.
I'll add a 9.
I'll pass. So that'll clear to Johnny.
I will play an 8.
Does not clear because you let it.
Oh,
So you-
okay, never mind.
So you may
I
or
won't
may
do that.
not. Yep, want to do that. Yep.
I'm not going to do that. Well, cat's out of the bag now.
I'll pass on the 11, 12, 13.
I will also pass.
All right. Let's see. What can I do here? Guess I'll play that.
And I'll overplay the 12 to go out.
Yep.
So you
I was
guys take some
Hoping you would
points.
have something lower.
Right.
Should have just played the 8.
The problem is
Yeah.
if I had a 1, I just add it to it, right? So there was really, I don't know if
Yeah.
there was anything good that could happen from the 1 lead.
And I get 5 points.
So I think you can see, if you're watching, even on PCIO, which I think sometimes can struggle versus the real table, at like snappiness. This game is insanely snappy, like very satisfying, and it feels around the table it's even better. And I think it's wonderful on here, to be honest with you, but it's even better at the table. The most time you spend in this game at the table is shuffling the cards, quite honestly. Like, it's a quick, satisfying experience. All right, Johnny, you'll lead out as the current last place player.
My wife just brought me dinner.
I could use some dinner.
All right.
Is my wife watching?
I will play 11, 12.
I'll go. Let's go 8, 9 to clear, and then I'll go 11, 12, 13.
And I will go 14, 15 to clear it.
Yep. Joe says just run 2 decks. Problem solved on the shuffling. Yeah, Joe, I'm sure. We'll make them Badger decks too, just for you.
I'm going to go 11, 12, 13.
All right. I will go 14, 15.
And clear.
And clear it. And we'll do a pair of 7s.
I will go pair of 8s to clear. I have to remember I can't float over my cards, or I guess it doesn't matter if everyone sees them on stream, as long as you cheaters aren't watching the stream.
I don't have the stream up.
I'll go 4, 5.
I didn't even think about that. I wanted to pull the stream up to see what people are saying. But
Well, I have my
I will
cards.
not do that
My
now.
cards are covered, but when I float over them, they blow up.
Add a 3 to it.
I'll add a 2.
I'll add the 1 to clear. And then I'll go 1, 2.
On 3.
Pass.
Ooh, I happen to have a 4. You guys are in trouble. I'm out.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh, that's bad.
Yeah, this is bad.
This might be the end of the game, actually.
Show might be over. 21 minutes in.
I get 10 points.
All
I
right.
got 14.
That's it. Johnny goes bust. Oh my gosh.
But if you hit 21, you win, right?
Not
Oh wait,
not blackjack.
that's not what we're playing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you guys are down, we'll just re-rack it. You good with that?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
that was quick.
All right, let's fire it up again. So this is a double. So nice we had to play it twice. Is what I always say. And here we go. As the hard loser of the last one, I'll let Johnny lead out.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's see. I'll play a 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
5.
only 3.
Oh,
this happens
only 3.
every time
2,
I play
3,
this
4.
game. Someone gets excited and fires out. I'll go 1 and 5 to clear.
Oh, I was about to do it.
And then I'll go 1, 2, 3. Now you can play your 4, 5 if you're holding 1.
No, just a 4.
All right, I guess I will play the 5. Clear it. And we'll do a 4, 5.
Add a 2, 3 on there. I'm not going to move them around and make it look cute. Sorry.
I'll add the 1 to clear it. I'll go 7, 8, 9.
Pass.
Also pass.
$11, $12, $13.
Pass.
I'll go for.
Oh wait, no.
Oop.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope,
Never
it's
mind.
okay.
Too
No,
late.
go ahead.
I'm assuming you have
All right.
14.
I don't, but then I realized that runs are smaller.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
So I could do that.
Yep. And then
I got to get it in my head that when you're doing runs, you're looking for a lower
Yep.
Yeah.
set. Right. So I guess I'll play
Pair of
2 8s.
I'll go pair of 14s.
I'll extend it.
Pass.
Pass.
I'll go a single 15.
I'll play the
I
final 15.
happen to have
Oh,
some of those.
Oh, man. I'm still thinking of like the last round. I thought all the 15s were played for some reason.
And I'll go with a 12.
I'll go 11, 13.
Pass.
Pass. So Rob will be out.
Nice.
I got 1 point.
I also got 1.
2 on the 11.
Oh,
right?
2.
Yep.
2. Yep.
And new hand, and Johnny will lead again.
Man.
Got those honors.
All right,
Yeah, the
let's see.
Kickstarter launched today for this game, and I think it's $29 shipped, if I'm correct. And I mean, frankly, that's an absolute no-brainer. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm grabbing the Bridge City Poker add-ons, the Kickstarter.
oh yeah, I
Oh.
added the poker chip, the Sai Beppu poker chip. How can you not?
Oh,
right?
yeah,
For
for
$3,
sure. Yeah.
like you gotta do that. And I love, Bridge City Poker had one, and so I love the idea that each of their releases might have a poker chip going forward. It's just great.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, that's to you.
Oh, did you pass? Or you laid the 9?
I added 1 9.
He added a 9.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
I was yammering about the Kickstarter.
I'll clear it. And I'm just going to come out with an 8.
So that'll
I'll
clear.
add to it. And we'll do, let's see. We'll go with a pair of 1s.
I'll go pair of 11s.
I'll extend it.
Pass.
I'll add the last 11.
Nice.
And clear. Let's go 12 13.
I'll go 14 15.
Pass.
Yep, pass. Because I think we know all the 11s are gone.
I'll go 12 13 14.
I'll add the 15.
I will pass. And the 11s are gone again. So this is going
Pass.
to clear to Johnny.
Do a pair of 14s.
Pass for me. Oof.
Pass for me.
And do 1 2.
I'll go 3 4 5. And clear. And then I'll lead a 15.
Pass.
Pass.
And I'll lead a 7 8.
Pass.
I will overwrite with a 4 5.
Pass.
And I will play 3.
Pass.
And I've already passed, so that's to you, Rob.
And
Ooh, I think Joe said, Rob, did you just re-enter illegally?
Oh,
what's that?
yeah, he did.
I think
Oh, that's a good catch.
Yep.
I must have passed earlier.
Joe the judge. So that would have meant
Yeah,
that,
you passed on the 7 8. Yeah.
and so you had a 3 that you added, so you did not add that 3, and it cleared to
3.
Johnny.
Did I also add?
No, Johnny overplayed the 4 5, so that'll
4
clear
5. Yeah.
clear to Johnny.
There you go. Good
Okay.
good call. Thank you.
Then I'll actually
get him,
go out
Joe.
for once.
Oh, what a bully! All right, I just take 1 point.
But I get 2, 4, 5, 8. Ooh, 11.
Woo! I think I could just pull those if you just leave them there. Yeah.
Hey, do you mind if I shut my camera off briefly while I shove this food in my face?
Go ahead, no problem. All right, Rob will lead out. I think this is just a sneaky way for you to put your train shuffling logo on the Discord box.
That's what it is.
Always working, man. Always working.
That's funny. I didn't even realize that.
I'll go.
At least my logo isn't like CCC sucks or something.
11, 12, 13.
I would respect that move.
That would have been embarrassing. 11, 12, 13. All right. I will overwrite with a 1, 2, 3.
I'll add on the 4 5 to clear. And then I'll go trip 1s. Johnny, I'd expect nothing less from a mean 18xxer like you.
I'm gonna pass.
I will also pass.
Right, we'll clear. I'll lead a pair of threes.
I'll play pair of eights.
Those
Clear
will
it.
clear. Yep.
Mm,
Never give up in this game, because I had an epic 2-player game where I was sitting at 19 and then ran off like 5 hands in a row where I went out. If you can get out first, it's always 0, you know? So
Yeah.
never give up hope with a high score.
I'm gonna.
All right,
I'll
that'll
activate.
clear.
All right. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna play a pair of sevens.
I'll go pair of 15s.
pass.
Pass.
Clear. I'll go single 15.
Make it into a run.
I will add to it.
I will pass.
I will also pass.
All right. Pair of nines.
I'll add a third 9.
Pass.
Pass.
And I'll play an 11.
Pass.
I will pass, which clears the Johnny.
All right. Let's see. Just a single lonely 5.
Oh, perfect with my single lonely 4 to go out. That's
Oh
it.
man. Can't we finish the trick?
Nope.
Well, I only get 4 points this time,
Well,
so
you stay
it's
alive.
not totally over.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Pull these out. Here we go. Rob will lead. He's dancing closer and closer to the cliff.
It's getting close, that's for sure. I'll go 1, 2.
I'll add the 3.
Go 4, 5 to clear. And then play a 1, 2, 3.
Pass.
Pass.
Clear. Play 2 4s.
Two eights. Um, seven, 8.
Let's see. I will add to it.
I will pass.
All right, let's see. We'll do a pair of. Sorry, we'll do 3 sevens.
I will pass.
Pass.
Okay. 8, 9.
Pass.
Pass.
Awful lot of passing on this side of the table.
What is happening? We'll go pair of 12s.
I'll add a 12.
Pass.
Pass.
Clear. We'll go pair of 11s.
I'll add to it.
Pass.
Pass.
Pair of 9s.
Pass.
Pair of 15s.
And there it is. Pass.
That'll be it. I'm out.
Pass.
Did you die, Rob?
5 points. I died.
He's
Exactly.
dead.
I didn't do too well this round either. I got 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, that's it. 2 wins. 2 wins for James means the party is over. So hopefully you got a chance to experience this game since it's on Kickstarter right now. You know, I'd say it's rare that you get a chance to buy a Japanese trick taker like this, but honestly, it's getting more and more common every day that some of these great games are starting to come to get localized by American publishers, and we're getting to see them come out. So this is one I definitely recommend checking out personally. Hopefully this play kind of showed you what I think this game is, which is super family friendly, super quick around the table, easy to re-rack and say, all right, let's go again. I get it now, right? Sometimes the decisions are super juicy. Sometimes they play themselves a little bit. That's just kind of the nature of, I think, a quick, fast shedding game like this. But I think you get to make some interesting decisions and try to bait people sometimes. Doesn't always come out, but I dig it. What do you guys think of this game, both today and your previous experience? Rob, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I really like it. Like you mentioned, it plays quick. It definitely plays different at various player counts, with so many cards being out in the 3-player variant. So that plays a role. But, like all these games with the random cards, some hands you're just going to have to work more with than others.
Mm-hmm. Johnny, what do you think of this one?
I loved it. And, I was warned by Ryan that a lot of people don't like 3. And I told you that before we started.
Mm-hmm.
But he told me he likes it at 3. But I was a little wary because of that warning. I thought it was great at 3. If he hadn't said anything, I wouldn't have thought anything about playing at 3. It felt like a normal, complete game to me.
Yep.
So
I've
I loved
loved 2 and 3 and 4 have been just slam dunks. When you get into the higher player count, the control goes out the window pretty fast. I think 6 is bonkers, and 5 is still probably more than I have other 5-player games I'd rather play, right, that do different things. But I think at 2, 3, 4, it's an absolute slam dunk. So
yeah.
Okay, we're going to call it. If you
Cool.
enjoyed the stream, please give us a follow on Twitch. And if you'd like some more information about Dads on a Map and the Tricky podcast, you can find that at dadsonamap.com. And another plug for Johnny and their new show, Trick Talkers, which you can find on all your major podcast platforms as well. It's pretty cool that we went from 0 to 2 trick-taking podcasts in, like 3 days? It was just boom, boom.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, thanks for plugging that. And thanks for having me on. This was great.
Yep. Thank
Hopefully
you guys.
we do it again soon.
Yep. We'll see everyone next week on Tricky.
All right. Good night.
See ya.